Welcome back everybody to my channel. Today I have another pick a card and I'm super excited for this one because this is going to be the 2021 prediction pick a card. Basically, I'm just going to be going over the general energies and themes that you guys are going to be experiencing throughout the year. So if you don't know how pick a cards work, there are 4 piles here. This is group number 1 with the rose quartz crystal, group number 2 with the jade angel, group number 3 with the fluorite crystal, and group number 4 with the malachite crystal. You guys can just pick any pile that calls to you. You can also pick multiple piles if you feel called to, or the crystal that you like the most. I'm going to give you guys a minute to meditate on it, and we'll get right into your reading. All of the timestamps will be in the description box below. All right, group number 1, if you chose the beautiful rose quartz, this will be your reading. I tried to pull more oracle cards today so that the reading can be a little bit more detailed. So we're going to get started with your tarot. We have the Tower. Okay. Honestly, I think that's a good start to 2021. We have the Moon, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Wow, so okay. Yeah, 2021, you guys are starting with a bang. I'm just gonna make sure that this is straight because I realized in the last video that for some reason everything was coming out kind of sideways. Yeah, that's good. All right, group number 1, 2021, it's gonna start off a little bit hectic. It might already be occurring now where you just feel like everything's on fire. We have the Tower and the Moon. Okay, so the Tower and the Moon being together just really tells me that there's a lot of inner turmoil going on right now. There's a lot of things that you need to address within yourself, within your soul, your spirit, your mind. You're going through a lot of stuff and you feel like everything is sort of falling apart. 2021 is going to continue with a little bit of that energy, especially in the beginning, because it is a new year. It doesn't mean that everything's automatically going to change in a second, okay? But what I do see is that you guys are really going to have to work through this in 2021. So this is like a beginning of the year sort of thing. You guys are really going to have to work on yourself, okay, on your shadow self. So I really recommend getting a journal or something and starting to write down your emotions and your thoughts and your inner deepest, things, your secrets, your fears. So really just start to bring that stuff to light so that you can address that within yourself, because you guys might also be dealing with some sort of trauma or trying to address the past, and it's been just kind of shaking everything up. And I do see that in 2021 you are going to carry over that energy just a little bit. But the good thing is we have a quick shift into something beautiful. So when you guys address this and you really work through it, and you need to understand that healing is a process. It's not going to be like, okay, I journaled today, now tomorrow my life is beautiful and everything is perfect already. It's going to be a process like anything else, and you're going to start the year off with some healing to do. It's normal and it's happening to a lot of people. 2020 has been a pretty rough year for a lot of people. Some people, they've had a fantastic year and I'm so happy for them, but I can see that you guys have been dealing with some stuff. And you are going to have to deal with that going into 2021. I'm sorry for my voice. And then here you're going to have a massive shift. Okay, you're going to go from all of this inner work and, shadow work and just dealing with your trauma and your issues and your mental health and all of that into success. And you guys, I feel like, are going to have a moment of inspiration some point in 2021 where you're going to be like, oh, I should go do that thing now. And that thing is going to lead to a lot of success, because the Ace of Pentacles is like a new career, a new project, a new partnership with someone in business, maybe a law firm of some sort, but you're going to get into something new and it's going to change your life so quick, because right after we have the 10 of Cups, and this is fulfillment, okay? So you guys are going to start really feeling fulfilled in 2021 when you pass through these obstacles, because this has made you stronger. This has prepared you for all the good that's to come. And you guys are going to connect with family, with lovers. You might be starting your own family, okay? But I really feel like everything's going to come together and you're going to be in this position where you feel stable, where you feel like your life is, in place, And remember, this is just for 2021, but I feel like it's sort of like an upward thing from here on out. You're going to address this. And this right here is, I feel like it's something really deep rooted inside of you, whatever this trauma or whatever this situation here is that's, you know, shifting your whole reality. It's something that's very deep, and that's why I don't feel like it's just like 1 week of healing. This is like, you know, a good amount of months of healing where you're going to have to try and address your emotions basically daily, because these are two major arcanas, meaning that they're two major moments, and they both sort of address darker self stuff, okay? But the Tower, again, having this at the beginning and ending with something like the King of Pentacles is amazing, because this means that you start with this sort of like shift, and I don't want to say destruction because it's not always like that intense, but it is like get rid of that, you know, just leave the foundation so you can start anew. And sort of like a tumbling, a crumbling, a crumbling of everything just sort of falls. But that means you have the whole year to rebuild, and this is really just a beginning thing, because I see that from the middle on, it's really going to be smooth sailing, and you're going to start to get a taste of this in the beginning months. That's why you're really going to want to heal a lot, okay? Don't avoid the healing. I know that when you get into spirituality, manifestation, and all of these fun things, and like astral projection and meditation, like they're so exciting and so fun, and I'm so woke, but a lot of us don't want to address the, you know, more side of spirituality where it's addressing, you know, your past trauma, your karma, all those sorts of things. But you guys are going to get through that, and it's going to be really smooth sailing from there. That is my lighter. Okay. Let's get into your oracle. We have be bold and make the first move, as well as it's time to release negativity. Oh my God, I love the universe, you guys. I really do love the universe. Let me just make sure. Yep, okay. It's time to release negativity. You guys are going into 2021 releasing so much baggage and just stuff from your past. You're so tired of it. I feel like some of you have identified with your issues for so long. You've built up a victim identity, and you want to get rid of that. You don't want 2021 to be all about your issues and how your life sucks and how everything's just going downhill. You want it to be about how you can build yourself up and how amazing life is, and just all of these such cool things that you have the ability to do and create and be. And I feel like you guys are going to be the ones, like I said, this is an idea that's coming into your mind, and you're going to be the person who's going to put that into action. Okay, this is time for you to actually put yourself out there and do the work. That's what your 2021, I see a theme is, like a really large one, is for you to do the work. You need to make sure that you're taking control of your life, that you have the reins to your life, and to stop, you know, delegating control to other people. No one else can tell you how to live your life, and no one else can do things for you, because at the end of the day, it's all about you and what you're aiming for in your life. And so when you get through this healing moment, which I don't feel like it's going to be horrible, okay, because I think there's beauty in the dark stuff, and you guys are going to discover yourself so fully, and you're going to fall in love with yourself, and that's just an amazing thing. And it's going to lead to you feeling confident enough to actually pursue the things that you want in this year, and you're going to be the one that's going to be making that, you know, movement. That's awesome. We have the spider with creative projects. We have the goblin, wounded human ego. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. Yes, your ego. You're going to be addressing your ego. If you guys, you know, I really recommend a book, and I'm going to recommend this. I have no association with them whatsoever, but it's a book that helped me with this, and that's A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. It's just, that book is so good, and it helps you understand why we react to things the way we do, and why our egos get so, you know, hurt or worried or scared. And I feel like you're going to be addressing this. You're going to be doing a lot of work, and you're going to try and figure out what's your intuition and what's your ego, and how to subdue your ego, because the ego inside of us can be helpful sometimes, but most of the times it's really there to scare us. It's that part of us that is really, really human inside of us, and it gets scared for so much. And so when you get that new creative project that you're so excited for, a little voice in your head is going to be like, don't do that, because that could end up pretty bad. But the truth is, it could end up really amazing too. And so you're going to be addressing that stuff. You're going to be addressing your ego. You're going to start addressing the voice inside of your head that keeps holding you back from the things that you really want to achieve. And when you work through this, when you talk to your ego and sort of help it through all of this change that you're going to be going through, you're going to open yourself up to a whole new world of just creation and just making beautiful things. And it doesn't have to be just like physical things, like actual projects, but also family things and lover things. And maybe you want to plan vacations, and you're going to start to have the ability to do all of those things that you really want to do. We have cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So yeah, remember that this, again, is a process. You are healing, so you need to give yourself space. I know you want change, and I know you want things to just be amazing all of a sudden, and they will get amazing as you work through this, but you need to understand that this is a cycle, and there are times where you need to rest, and there are times where you just need to sleep in, and there are times where, you have to exercise, or you have to do all these sorts of things. So allow yourself to breathe. I know that we put these sort of expectations on ourselves in the new year that we just have to change everything. All of these resolutions, I have to start going to the gym every day, I have to meditate 2 hours every day, and you make these goals so large that, by the second week, not even the first week, you're already done, because you're not giving yourself time to breathe and to slowly make that change. Remember, it's consistency that's most important, and you guys have to be consistent with the work that you're doing. Stop trying to pile on the self-help all day long or the work all day long. You should make it all, have a moment in time. Maybe meditate 5 minutes the first few weeks in the morning. That's it. And then you can build it up, and then you can build it up more until you feel more comfortable and it fits into your schedule and you don't feel overwhelmed. Whew. And we have the 7 star sisters: birthing, creations, tapestry of life, expression. I'm sorry, I don't know where that sound's coming from, if you hear that, because my phone is off. Okay. So the 7 star sisters. Yes, you guys, creation is such a big thing for your year. You guys are going to be creating some amazing things here, okay? Some amazing family stuff, some amazing love stuff, some amazing just work stuff. I feel like you guys are really going to start to tap into what you truly want. And 2021 is going to be a year of expression for you. You're going to start to unlock that inner self of you, that higher self that you've been hiding away for so long. And you're going to start to really be yourself. You're not going to be afraid to come out of your shell. You're just going to be you. And you're going to start to understand more about yourself and maybe discover that life purpose. And you're going to start working. And I feel like towards the end of the year, that's when things are really going to kick up. But that doesn't mean that in the beginning and the middle there isn't going to be change. There is going to be change. What you just need to understand is there is a lot of healing that needs to happen. So you need to allow yourself to go through that healing. Wow, this reading really just flowed. I love that. Okay, group number 1, that is all I see for your group. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! All right, group number 2, if you chose the Jade Angel, this will be your reading. Let's get started with the tarot cards. Okay. So we have the 10 of Swords. Oh my god, everyone's going, I feel like, through a purging at the beginning of the year. 5 of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The 8 of Wands. And the Fool. Okay, yeah. Everyone's, well, at least group number 1. You guys are group number 2, but it feels like that's the energy so far for these readings, is that everyone's going through an ending in the beginning of the year, which, I mean, is fitting because it's a new year. And that's what I was saying with the first group, is a lot of the times we just expect a new year just to mean, oh, boom, everything is new. But remember, with new beginnings, there have to be endings. And you guys have been going through stuff too. You guys have been going through some suffering. I feel like some of you may have lost a lot of friendships this past year. You might have lost a relationship. It's just things were just piling on, and now you're just heading into a moment where it's an ending, okay? I feel like you might start the beginning of the year with a little bit of chaos still. That's that reminiscent 2020 energy that a lot of people have been going through. It's going to feel a little bit chaotic. You're going to be trying to just get stuff done. And I feel like you're going to start the year a little bit, rocky. And that is okay because it's going to change as well. So I really see that you guys are going to go through an end of suffering, and it might be a little bit of an intense end. You might just get all of the emotions at once, and you're just going to sort of isolate yourself a little bit more, and you're just going to, feel that ending a little bit strong is what I'm sensing. However, there is going to be a shift, and there is going to be an opportunity that comes in, whether that is a person or a job, or it really feels like this could be a romance, but it's going to shift your life very, very, very quickly. This does feel like more of a quick shift than the first group, which was more of a slow, gradual thing. You guys are going to be doing some healing, you're ending your suffering, but you're still, going through a lot of stuff. But all of a sudden, it's like someone or something comes into your life and there's just this change and everything just shifts really fast. You guys, I think some of you are working on manifesting some stuff into your life. You might be trying to work on manifesting a partner. And I do feel like in 2021, your manifestations are going to start to really make an appearance. And there is going to be a full-blown beginning somewhere between the middle and the end of the year. So around, I don't know, I'd say a summer point. That's when things are really going to change intensely for you guys for the better. If you are having an amazing year so far, just everything is fantastic, you might start the year off with something that's not that fantastic. But again, remember that your life is in your control, and that your destiny is in your control, your reality is in your control. So when these things appear, you have the ability to choose how you react to things, how you respond to things. And that's why I feel like there's going to be that quick shift, because you guys are going to understand that, and you're going to make that change to bring in things into your life fast. The new beginnings, the new opportunities, the relationships, the jobs, it's the things that you want in 2021. You're going to be the one who's manifesting them into your life and really, really fast. But I feel like at some point in 2021, it's like you're going to have a new awakening. So if you've already spiritually awoken, it's like you're going to go through a second one. But this one's going to be a lot smoother. It's going to be a lot easier. Oh, I'm sweating. It's hot in here. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you guys are going to have to go through a little bit of a cycle of renewal again, but it's going to lead to a whole new perspective. You guys are going through a shift of perspective, which is going to end up with some really good stuff for you, some good opportunities coming your way. All right, let's see what we have here with the Oracle. We have a personal issue reaches resolution, you see? Yeah. It's like the finale. It's like the boss battle. Yeah, the boss battle. It's super, super intense, and you just got to fight it out. But once you're done with that, you're done and you move on. And we have a fiery climax approaches. Yeah, so you guys are going through your boss battle at the beginning of the year. It feels like you guys are going to have to, work it out. You're going to have to go through it. But there is a good beginning. This is a resolution. Now, I know climaxes are usually in the middle of the story, but I'm an English major, so you have a climax, and then usually it's just a resolution right after. So it's not in the middle of the story. It's in the 3/4. So yes, you guys are going to go through your climax. You guys are going to get to that resolution, and it's going to be intense, but it's going to shift. And once this is over, once this suffering, this argumentative nature is over, you guys are going to start to, sorry, that is my phone that's making that sound. Oh, my sound is off, so if you hear that, I'm really sorry. Where was I? Yes, a climax. So yeah, you guys are going to have to go through an ending, and once that passes, you're going to be able to shift into that new energy. Okay, I feel like there is going to be a new relationship here, a new job, but I feel like a new relationship. There's going to be someone coming into your life. We have protection and restriction. Okay, yeah. You guys are going to have to work, again, like I said, there's a perspective shift that's happening here, and you guys are going to have to work with the way you see things. And I feel like once you make that change, once you change the way you're approaching life and the way you're seeing things, you're going to allow yourself to open up. I feel like you have a lot of barriers around you. You're surrounding yourself with walls because you're trying to protect yourself from any more pain. And I'm sure that when you hear this and you're like, oh, there's going to be a final boss battle, you're like internally crying because you don't want to go through anymore. But you need to understand that these moments in life, they're the things that bring out the blessings. Okay, they're the things that make us stronger people. And sometimes they suck to go through, but they're what we have to go through. And this is just the beginning because you guys, again, are going into a new thing. But I feel like you're going to mature a lot in 2021, and you're going to start to understand what your path in life is. And you're going to start to allow yourself to be open a lot more. Some of you might have never been in a relationship, and now it's like, oh, someone's coming in, and you're a little bit scared, and you're protecting yourself, you're restricting yourself. But 2021 is the year for you to open up. You're going to open up your boundaries, open up your surroundings. You're going to let down those walls. And that's a good thing, okay? Man, I hope you guys can hear that. I'm going to fix that for the next one. We have Bridget. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Exactly. You guys are working through your stuff, okay? And like I said, it might start a little bit difficult in the beginning of the year, because it's, again, that leftover residual energy of 2020, just all of these things happening with the stars, with people, with just situations. But don't allow it to break you down. In fact, allow it to build you up. You guys have like an innate knowing of just what is right and what is wrong in your head. And you need to understand that your innate knowing, or whatever is your intuition, and that's trying to speak to you. It's trying to tell you what to do. It's trying to tell you how to get out of this situation. It's going to try and help to push you forward into this new stuff, okay, these new opportunities. So you need to allow yourself to get out there, to trust, to talk to people. I feel like 2021 is really a year for you to begin to see things differently and to trust yourself. And this is all about you and becoming the person that you want to become, okay? All right, let's see what your last card is here. We have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Yes, I always get this card and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite cards. Understand that life is not out to get you. 2021 is not a year that you're going to be suffering all of the time. It might start off a little bit hectic, a little bit rocky, but there are so many things to appreciate even during the rocky times. You know, even if we don't see it, but it's there. There's some stuff to appreciate. There's some stuff to be grateful for. There are blessings that we can allow into our life even when things are just going downhill. Oh my God. Man. Okay. So understand that there is going to be good stuff in your life. There's going to be sweetness in your life. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy it all. And 2021 is going to be a year where you're going to be excited, but there is going to be a lot of shifting. So it's going to be a year of you learning about yourself, which is not always a super easy process, but you will get through it. All right, group number 2, that is really what I see for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I'm sorry if you did hear the text message noise. That will not happen again. And if you didn't, then I heard it. See, I heard it again. I'm turning that off. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, if you guys chose pile number, what pile is this? Group number 3. It's a fluorite crystal. This will be your reading. I'm sorry. I just had to take a minute to try and figure out where my text messages were coming from, to forget that I have an iPad and it makes sound too. I thought I was going crazy, but that is out of the way now, so let's get into your reading. We have the World. Interesting. The 10 of Wands. The 4 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. Okay, so 2020 is going to end for you guys. like it should. It's going to have a completion. A lot of you guys are finishing some sort of cycle, some sort of project. I feel like you might currently be going through like a lot of work stuff right now. And so that's just gonna, like, with the world, that is the card of completion. Things are coming to an end. However, I do feel like you might be the sort of person who sets like 20,000 New Year's resolutions. You're like, I'm gonna go to the gym every single day for 5 hours a day. And it's like, that is a bit excessive. Because I feel like you guys are gonna end the year and you're like, oh, I just want things to change. I wanted it all to be different. I want my life to get back on track. I want things to just be so different than they were. Like that saying, it's like so much can change in a year. You want to change that all in like the first day of 2021, and you're gonna like try and do all of these things. You're gonna just put everything on top of you, and I want to tell you guys that that's gonna drown you out really, really quickly. We have the Four of Cups here. You guys are gonna feel like you're going a little bit crazy, and you're gonna start to feel, what's the word? It's like you don't want to do these things anymore. So you're going to start off the year maybe setting a bunch of resolutions. I want to do this. I want to go on this flight. I want to go travel to this place. I want to do this thing. And it's going to be a lot for you, and you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, and then you're like, I don't want to do anything. So instead you're just going to not do anything. Move this a bit down. However, you guys have so much potential for 2021. I really do feel that. You want to be successful. I can feel it here. You guys want to maybe start your own enterprise. You guys want to start your own business in 2021. You want to change things around when it comes to your finances. And you're going to be able to do that. But don't drive yourself crazy. That is the biggest theme here for you guys, is don't get swept up so much in doing everything at the same time that you allow yourself to be beaten down to the point where you're like, you know what, I just don't want to do anything anymore, because you have so much potential. Ooh, hope you guys don't hear that. You guys have so much potential to create such amazing things and to be so successful, so prosperous, so abundant, that you don't want to let your want for more, your need for more, to drown you out. Okay, you don't want to feel like this. You don't want to feel shitty. You don't want to feel like crap. You want to be able to work with consistency, okay? Little goes a long way. It's quality over quantity. Don't just pile on everything you've ever wanted to do in life in 2021 because it's a new year. No, okay? It's so important. You guys need to work, step by step to get where you want to go. You can be so successful in 2021. In fact, I'm sure you will be, and I'm sure you will find, a passion for you this year that you're going to start to pursue, and it's going to bring you a lot of luck, and you're going to start to make money off of it. But you don't want to feel this. You don't want to feel like, even though you're making money, even though you're feeling abundant, it's just not good enough for you. You want to be able to enjoy the things that you want. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is someone who's working really hard, but they're not really enjoying their job. And so you don't want to do things just because you want money, for example. So you might want money. That's fantastic. But how would you rather get that money? Would you rather get that money doing something that you really, really, really love, or going through 6 jobs a day and not getting any sleep at night just to make that money? Because I'm sure that if you want to be super rich, you can go 2 ways. You can do the thing you really, really want to do and work your ass off at it until you get large, or you can work every single job in the universe, not spend a single penny, save it all, and become rich too. That could work too, but that's not going to make you happy. And I feel like that's that path that you want to start to go down, because you're like, I just want to be successful, or I just want to be prosperous. Or it's like, if it's about love, maybe, you want to be in love. You haven't felt that love in a long time. Would you rather feel love with someone who truly, truly means something to you, and they're going to care for you, and they're going to be there for you, and you're going to be there for them? Or do you just want to seek love in anybody who's willing to stand by you? So I think that's your theme. It's understanding that you should go after the things that you want and work hard at them, rather than just grabbing anything that's set in front of you. You are the King of Wands, and you guys have passion. You guys have a lot of passion, and you're dedicated to things, and you want to create stuff and you're mature enough to create a plan and to follow through with it. So 2021 is really a year for you to tap into that maturity. Now is the time for you to truly understand what it is that you want and how you're going to get there, rather than just doing whatever it takes, because the whatever it takes is fantastic. If you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to what you want, that is wonderful. But here's the thing. We live in a universe that is so abundant. There's so many amazing things out there. And you can get to whatever place you want to get to without having to struggle and slave away and do all these, menial things that don't make you happy to get there. Because if you're going to have a really unhappy journey to get to a happy finale, it's not going to work. It is a process. Your life is a cycle. It's a process. It's not just let's get to the end. It's about enjoying every single moment. And I know that's not easy, but you have the ability to do so. So try and find that beauty within every single moment if you can. It's something you have to train yourself to do, but it's something you can do. We have a time to give rather than to take. I love when things just make sense. And confidence is your key to success. Let me make sure that is in the frame. Yeah. You see, you guys want a lot, and that is so fine, okay? There's nothing wrong with wanting things, whether they're material or familial or romantic. If you want, that is perfectly fine. Wanting is awesome. But remember that to receive, we must give. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you just want to succeed. You want to succeed. You don't know how you're going to get there, but you just want to, either be rich or you want to have the most amazing relationship. But you need to understand that there is something that you must give, something you must sacrifice to get to that point. And that could just be a mindset. You might have to give up your mindset of, I'm willing to do anything to become rich, and maybe substitute that for, I am doing the job that I love the most that's allowing a very large income flow into my life. Something like that. But changing your mindset to do something that you truly love that's going to allow you to succeed, and not just I want, and then not giving anything back. And confidence is your key to success. I feel like a lot of you already know what it is that you want to do. You already know what you want, but you're so afraid to pursue that because you're afraid that that's not going to take you to that life that you want. So maybe some of you want to be, let's just say, artists, for example. You want to be an artist. You want to live that life where you're traveling everywhere and you get to go to the most amazing places and you can work anywhere. And you're like, okay, that's the life that I want. I could get that if I become a really successful Wall Street person, right? Let's say you're like, I'm going to learn how to do stocks instead, because that's a safer way to get to that life than becoming the artist, which is what you truly want to do because you're afraid of maybe the competition that art has. But understand that you have the ability to make this happen. And this is just 1 year of your life where you can do a lot, but you don't have to do everything. You have time. Understand that you have time. So allow yourself to move with a flow, to move rhythmically, and not just to do everything because you feel like you don't have time or there's only one way to get there. We have the hawk, omens and messages, and the cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. Oh my God. Yeah. Look, 2021 is going to be a year of synchronicities. You're going to be feeling excited. You're going to have your eye open for all these things that are going to start occurring in your life. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys, you want abundance. You want prosperity. You want wealth. That is amazing. And you can achieve it in 2021 if you shift your mindset into a better thing. Ask for what you truly want. Okay? Don't put a limit on yourself. Don't give yourself a time limit. Don't give yourself like an imagination limit where you're like, okay, I want to be an artist, but I guess I'll just be an artist in my small town. Like, no, don't just settle for anything. If you want to be an artist, if you want to be the next Picasso, tell the universe, hey, I am going to be the next Picasso. In fact, I am the next Picasso, and you're going to be seeing my work absolutely everywhere, and I'm going to become rich. I don't know. But you need to believe that and stop putting a limit on yourself, because if you doubt, that you can be this amazing person, this amazing artist, this successful entrepreneur. If you doubt that, then the universe is going to be like, okay, well, I don't know what you really want. I mean, if you don't think I can do it for you, then, why should I? So you need to be so clear on what it is that you want. We have bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Exactly. Don't be afraid. Don't hold yourself back because you're afraid of, oh, this job might not turn out to be, successful. Or, what if I don't make it? Or what if, it's too competitive and there's so many other better people? Like, don't consider those thoughts. Understand that you hold the power. Take the risk. Do it. 2021 is a year you're gonna have opportunities for things you want and things you don't want, things that are appealing, because it's like get rich fast. Okay, it's like overnight, take a pill, and next thing you wake up in the morning and you're super skinny, if that's what you want. Or if that's what you want, you can go to the gym and take also the benefits of being at the gym, and soon that becomes your stress relief, and now you live at the gym because you love the gym. So there's two different avenues to take, and you're gonna have to hopefully take the one that is the most beneficial one, the one that allows you to enjoy the journey and not just the outcome. In fact, the outcome is gonna become not even that important because you're enjoying being in that flow of energy so much. Yeah. And we have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Yeah, so connect with yourself. Connect with your inner soul, your inner self, your higher self, and ask that person, what is it that you want? Because that person inside of you, that higher self, that's the thing that knows truly. That's not going to let your ego stand in the way. That's not going to let circumstances or other people or their opinions stand in your way. 2021 is a year for you to be you. Okay, stop trying to do all of these things just because you want to get to a specific point. You want to be happy. It's like, if I do this, then it's like a hypothesis, but, then I'll be happy. When I get there, then I'll be happy. No, don't do that, because you'll never get to that point of that being happy. You don't need to do all of these things to be happy. Happiness is a choice that you can make, and it's a hard one sometimes because sometimes we're drowned out by all of the things going on in life, and it's hard to choose happiness. But it becomes easier the more you try and practice it, the more you try and find silence in your life, the more you try and find peace and stillness within your normal day, the easier it's going to become for you to make that choice. All right, group number 3. Woo, that was exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! All right. Last but not least, we have group number 4 with the beautiful malachite crystal. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Start with your tarot. Okay, what do we have? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Awesome. That's awesome for a beginning of the year. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the Chariots, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like some of you might be starting school in 2021. Maybe you're entering into, grad school, or you're going back to school. That's just like one of the things that first came into my mind. It's like you're returning to do something that you love, something that you've maybe pushed aside for a long time. Maybe you're switching your major, or you're starting a new segment of your life. It's like you're going back to some sort of school system or somewhere where you're going to learn a skill that you really love. So it's like maybe you got accepted into art school, or maybe you're going into technician school, or maybe you're going to start taking cooking classes when 2021 begins. But there's a shift happening here because things are changing in your life for the better, because you're going to start to step into who you truly believe that you are. But you're going to start off as a student, and I feel like that's something that's going to not excite you the most. I feel like you guys might want to just be the master. You guys may be artists or singers, and you just want to be so perfect already, and having to feel like you're the beginner at something doesn't always feel awesome, or you know, you're going to art school but you already want to be like the artist. It is not bad to be a beginner, and it is also not bad to be a student at something. You don't need to be perfect at something for it to be a good thing for you. 2021 is a year where you're going to have to start to understand that life is a balance, and life is not just about wanting things, it's also about giving. This is also a lot like group number 3. I feel like group number 1 and 2 are super similar, and then group number 3 and 4 are super similar. But you guys need to understand that this life is a balance, and 2021 is going to be a year for you to learn that lesson, for you to learn that to receive that you must give. So you want to be a successful entrepreneur, then you have to give your time. You have to give an investment, or you have to give something, a mindset. You have to give your job, you know, your services to people. You want to be an artist, well, you have to put in the time. You have to create art. It's the same way if you're a writer. You know, you want to be a writer, but if you don't actually sit down and write, then you're not a writer because you're not writing anything. And so I feel like that's, in 2021, a big thing for you is to truly do things that are going to lead towards that career that you want to pursue, that passion that is something you want to turn into more than just a hobby. And you're going to go full force, okay? We have the Chariot here. The Chariot is someone who charges full force after their desires. They seek the truth. They seek to get there first, to win the war, and you guys are going to be doing that. And so 2021 is a year where you're charging forward, and you're also discovering a lot of truths, okay? I actually really love the 3 of Swords because it's a card that not just speaks about heartbreak, but it also speaks about becoming completely clear in everything, where you're no longer being lied to, you're no longer lying to yourself, no one is lying to you. It just feels like everything's honest, even if it's a brutal honesty. But I feel like in 2021, you are going to come to a stage where you have to truly ask yourself what it is that you are pursuing and what it is that you want, and you're going to have to be 100% sincerely honest with yourself and with others. And this is a year where not only are you pursuing your career, but you're pursuing that honesty, that clarity, communication. It's something that you need, and it's something that you want. And I feel like this is a shift from your past years where you've sort of just not gone with the flow, but sort of gone with what other people tell you to do. And this is a year where you're finally stepping into you, your personality, your soul, your likes, your passions, and not what society is telling you or what other people are telling you, even if it's unconventional. We have bring love into the situation, and nothing is yet set in stone. Exactly, nothing is yet set in stone. The person that you have been in the past does not have to be the person you're going to be in 2021 or at any point in the future. You get to choose who you want to be. There are things you can change. Maybe you started a job. Okay, maybe you're a doctor now, or maybe you're a marketer, or a technician? I don't know where that came from, but like a court writer, typer, and it's not what you love. You don't have to stick with that job. I don't care how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're 80 years old and you're still working for some reason. Well, I don't know. Actually, you know what? There are some really cool 80-year-olds out there who are still working their butts off because it's what they love to do. And I love that and wholeheartedly support that. But let's say you're 80 years old and you're still working because you can and because you like to work, but you don't actually like your job. That doesn't mean you have to stay with that job. I don't care if you're 80. You can still change your mind. Nothing is set in stone. If you want to make a change in your life, then you can make it. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, so look, you guys are going to be choosing the things that you really want this year. This is a year where you are going to be choosing you. You're going to be choosing your dreams, your passions. This is about you. However, don't allow yourself to get really rough just because maybe people don't understand you, because there are people out there that are going to understand you. Your tribe is out there. The people that you love are out there. If you've been single for a long time, maybe you want to start to open up and talk to people. There is going to be somebody who agrees with you, someone who understands you out there. It doesn't have to be you against the world. Okay, there's other people who understand what you're going through and they want to help. You guys have one more card than everyone else here. We have the Water Fairy, feelings and emotions. Yeah. We have the Swan, transformation and trusting the psychic gifts. And we have focus. Yeah. So, you guys, focus. I didn't say focus and clarity. You're going to be understanding yourself. There is a transformation, trusting yourself, not just trusting the psychic gifts, but trusting your gifts, trusting who you are on the inside. You have the ability to create anything you desire, okay? Don't close yourself off. That is a big thing here. Don't close yourself off, especially with new moon in Aquarius. I'm actually a rising Aquarius, and sometimes the issue with Aquarius is that we become very closed off emotionally because we like things to be sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but we don't always express ourselves the best emotionally all the time because, you know, we just don't feel like everyone understands us. We feel like we're different than people for some reason. Not all Aquariuses, but a lot of Aquariuses I know that's sometimes how we feel, and that's how I think some of you feel. You feel like you have a different view of the world, a different view of life. When you start to pursue what you want, you're going to feel like an outcast because not everyone is doing that. And I feel like your family might be like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to quit your job and start something new? And you might not start to get bitter, but you're going to start to feel like you can't trust anyone with anything, but you can. There are people out there that you can talk to and release your emotions to, even if it's not in person, and you can leave it in the comment section and I'll respond to you if that's necessary. I love to hear your guys' stories and what you guys have to say about these readings. And so if that's what you need, you know, to communicate with anybody online or in person, that is what you have to do. You have to find somewhere to release those emotions and those feelings so that you can work, okay? Because if not, you're bottling things up and you're going to be like, I want to be an artist. And, you know, you tell your family that and your family's like not super supportive and they're like, no, you're not. And then you go into your room and you cry, or you go back to your house and you cry some more. And then you're like, you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm doing. And you just become like a hermit because you're like, no one understands me. There are people who are going to understand you, okay? You just need to allow yourself to get out there and to trust people and to trust that not everyone has bad intentions. We have Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love onto you. So some of you are going to be receiving a new relationship in 2021. This is the only group that has some sort of romance in it. And I feel like this is someone, again, who's someone you're going to be able to open up to really and truly. Someone who's going to help you understand that you're not alone. And that what you are doing, pursuing your dreams, starting something new, is a really amazing thing that you're doing. It's an awesome thing, and you should be praised for it because not everyone can do that. Not everyone can make that shift, that transition. And this year is going to be about you really understanding your soul and what you want. We have Breath of the Cosmos. Funny story, this is actually what inspired my username. We have My Will to Thy Will, micromanaging the universe. You guys, okay, group number 4. 2021 is a year for you to understand that you are allowed to pursue the things that you want to pursue, no matter how extravagant they might seem. Well, I don't know where that T went, but they might seem. You have the ability to create what you want, but you need to understand that you can't, I don't know how to say it, it's like, not be picky, but you can't allow yourself to become super isolated and just do only this all the time. So 2021, you're going to be so wrapped up in really focusing on creating something of your life that you might forget that there's other things out there for you to explore. And for example, a romantic relationship, that could be at your doorstep in 2021, but you need to open that door. You need to allow that person to come in. And I know that can be scary for some people to allow someone new, but this is someone who's going to be there for you, to listen to you and to hear you, and just all of these beautiful things that can happen within this relationship. And also you need to remember that you can trust yourself. You can do the things that you want. You can do it. You are in control. You have the ability to create the reality that you want. It's something that may take time. It's something that may take a lot of work. I don't want to say hard work, because usually if you're going after what you truly want, yeah, it's work that can be sometimes tedious and it can be really tiring, but usually it's work that you thoroughly enjoy. If it's work that you want to die when you're doing, then it's probably not, your soul's purpose or what your soul really wants. And so you guys are really going to be pursuing the thing that you want in 2021, and I think that is amazing. And I see it's going to be a good outcome, and it's going to be a shift in your life. And by the end of the year, you're probably not even going to be able to recognize yourself. All right, group number 4. That is what I see with your group. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!